Good evening, everyone. Thank you for watching this video. If you're watching this, you've either received my memorandum on the selection process for Cadet Advisory Council, or perhaps your squadron commanders or deputy commander forwarded you this email because they felt that you may be interested in applying. So today we're going to kind of touch upon the Hawaii Wing Cadet Advisory Council, as well as discuss the Pacific Region Cadet Advisory Council positions. My name is Cadet Major Olivia Ornellas. I served as the Pacific Region Cadet Advisory Council primary representative for Hawaii Wing in the 2019 to 2020 fiscal year. I also have served as a squadron representative a couple of years back. I think it was 2017, 2018. So I do have a little bit of experience when it comes to Cadet Advisory Council. So let's just jump right into it. So what is the Cadet Advisory Council? So the Cadet Advisory Council representatives develop their leadership skills while advising their commanders on ways to improve the cadet program at the group, wing, region, or national echelon. Leadership by committee is often intended as a derogatory term, but in truth, committees and teams are responsible for running the modern world through project teams, corporate boards of directors, democratic bodies, nonprofit community groups, and more. The Cadet Advisory Council is the cadets' opportunity to influence senior CAP leaders, improve cadet life, and increase their leadership effectiveness. By that, I think it means learning how to collaborate with others, presenting your ideas in a persuasive manner, and learning how to solve issues at a higher level than the squadron. So the purpose of the Cadet Advisory Council is to provide a forum where cadets gain leadership experience at higher organizational levels. It also aids the commander in monitoring and implementing the cadet program, the commander being the wing commander and also the director of cadet programs. They can also make recommendations to the commander or the director of cadet programs for improving and running the cadet program. It is a way for all the squadron representatives to come together and either brainstorm or troubleshoot issues or problems or maybe ideas that they may have that they want to share with the rest of the wing. So ideally, every squadron in Hawaii Wing will have 2 representatives that will be able to meet every month to discuss these topics. All right, so the council positions that I have open for the region and wing levels are the Pacific Region Primary Representative, the Pacific Region Assistant Representative, the Hawaii Wing Chairman, Hawaii Wing Vice Chair, the Hawaii Wing Recorder, and the Squadron Representatives. So we're going to take some time to kind of go into what the commitment levels would look like for each of these positions. So the commitments for these cadet squadron representatives, both primary and assistant, are to meet once a month with the council via Zoom, serve on at least 1 committee for the fiscal year, so October 2020 to September 2021. A committee means that they would be working on a project to either better the wing or solve a problem within the wing, and that would fulfill their requirements for participating in CAC. They must also actively participate or contribute on Zoom calls and give new ideas from the squadrons for improving the wing. So the CAC is really a platform to where you can make your squadron heard at the wing level, so to speak. And if you have new ideas or good practices from your squadron that you want to share that are, of course, in accordance with regulations, then we would be happy to hear it. There is no rank requirement for serving as a squadron representative, except that you have your first rank of cadet airman. So the commitments for the chair, vice chair, and recorder. These are the Hawaii Wing executive positions for the Cadet Advisory Council. So the commitments are that they must meet once a month with the council via Zoom. This would be the same time as the squadron representatives. They have to have previous experience, 1 year minimum with the Hawaii Wing CAC. So if you served on the term either 2019 and beyond, going backwards, then you are eligible to apply for these positions. You must also demonstrate various hard and soft skills consisting of taking initiative, being self-directed, and experience with Microsoft Office, Google Drive, and Zoom. These are kind of the platforms that we're going to be using in order to facilitate our council meetings as well as make sure that the council is functioning properly. There is no rank minimum, but I will say that there is a preference for cadet officers, meaning when you get your Billy Mitchell and up. However, if you feel that you are qualified enough and you have those hard and soft skills that I'm looking for, then I will make an exception. It just depends on your abilities and how much you're able to take on. In the past, though, we have looked for cadet officers. The commitments for the Pacific Region representatives, primary and assistant, is to meet once a month with the Pacific Region Council every third Sunday at 7:30 p.m. on Pacific time. This would translate to 4:30 p.m. on Hawaii time. So that means that you would have to be able to commit to meeting once a month with them, sharing our ideas, etc. You must also be able to update the Hawaii Wing Council on Pacific Region activities and or proposals that you may be working on via email or Zoom. So if you are able to make the Hawaii Wing meeting, then that would be preferred. You must also actively participate on Zoom calls and contribute new ideas from Hawaii Wing for improving the Pacific Region Cadet Program. There is a preference for cadet officers, preferably cadet captain or up, so you must have earned your Amelia Earhart Award. However, if you feel like you are able to take on the responsibilities, I would encourage you to apply, even if you don't meet that rank. I will say, if you are offered the position and you decide to take it, when you go into these meetings, you will realize that these cadet officers at the region level are a whole different breed. They will challenge you, they will work with you, and they will talk with you in different ways that you never knew that the cadet program could be run. So it is, it's a great environment for learning and growing and cultivating that collaboration mindset in a cadet officer. So it's very rewarding. Right, there are various resources available for Cadet Advisory Council chairs and representatives, such as the Cadet Advisory Council Guide, which is CAT Pamphlet 52-19, the Leadership in Committee book, and the CAP Regulation 60-1. In Chapter 7, it gives instructions on how to run the Cadet Advisory Council. When you are offered a position and you take it, you will then be able to wear various accoutrements with your uniform. So the wing chair, vice chair, recorder, and squadron primary representatives in Hawaii Wing will wear the white CAC ribbon with a bronze star affixed to it, as well as a red shoulder cord while in their blues uniform. So only the primary representatives of the squadron may wear it. The assistant representative does not wear the cord or the ribbon. The Pacific Region primary representative will wear the white CAC ribbon with a silver star affixed to it, as well as a blue shoulder cord while in their blues uniform. Same goes here. The assistant representative will not wear the white CAC ribbon with the silver star or the blue shoulder cord. After your term is complete, you may keep the ribbon, but you may not wear the shoulder cord after. The shoulder cord is only for representatives who are in an active term. So if you are interested in applying for the Pacific Region primary or assistant representative, the Hawaii Wing chair, vice chair, or recorder, go ahead and fill out this form. There is a link here that I've embedded for you once the slides are shared. Otherwise, you will need to express interest to your squadron commander or deputy commander for cadets to be assigned as a squadron representative. So these squadron commanders or deputies will be responsible for assigning a primary and assistant representative for CAC. I would recommend that you go to them respectfully and give them reasons why you think you'd be good for the job, and I'm sure they will think about it from there. The deadline for filling out the application, I believe, is October 10th. So I would encourage you to fill it out as soon as possible. There is no requirements other than to just answer the questions in the form. I'm not requiring you to submit a resume or an essay, so just follow the prompts and it should be pretty straightforward. Any questions, comments, or concerns you may have may be directed to me. You can email me. My email is listed right over here, or you can call or text me. As I am a student, I prefer text, so you don't call me while I'm in class. If you do choose to text me or email me, make sure you copy a senior member on for cadet protection purposes. I hope this video was informative. Like I mentioned in my memorandum, if you are selected for any of these positions, you will be given training and a briefing to make sure that you are best prepared as possible for doing the job. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see your application soon.